Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of Faerie Wars by Herbie Brennan, narrated by Gerard Doyle.
Chapter 1. Henry got up early on the day that changed his life. He was making a cardboard sculpture, and he'd left it the night before for the glue to dry out. All he had to do now was add a toothpick shaft and some decorations, and the flying pig was finished. 3 weeks' work, but today he'd turn the handle and the pig would take off, flapping cardboard wings. Pigs might fly. That's what it said on the base. He was out of bed at 7, dressed by 3 minutes past, and testing the set of the glue just 1 minute after that. It was solid. What else would it be when you left it overnight? That was the secret of cardboard models. Never hurry. Take your time with the cutting out. Proceed stage by stage, which was what it said in the instructions. Proceed stage by stage. Leave lots of time for the glue to set. Just do those 3 things and you ended up with cardboard sculptures that were as solid as the Taj Mahal. He had 7 in his room already, including one that really was the Taj Mahal. But the flying pig was his best yet. It had a mechanism inside, made up from cardboard cogs and shafts. The mechanism raised the pig from its base and caused the wings to flap. At least, that's what it said in the instructions. Henry was about to find out. Using a small nail, he bored a tight hole and inserted the toothpick. It was the last thing he had to do, if you didn't count the decorations. But it was tricky, getting the toothpick seated just right. Trouble was, you couldn't tell until you'd tried it. And if you tried it and it wasn't right, it could wreck the mechanism. There was a red warning about that in the instructions. Get it wrong, and you were back to square one. But get it right, and you were king. He thought he had it right. Henry looked at his handiwork. The base was a black cube with nothing on it except the handle and the wording, "Pigs might fly." The pig itself crouched on the top, all pink and porky. Its wings were so cleverly folded you couldn't see them. The model was finished, except for the last few stupid decorations, but he might even forget about those. The decorations didn't have anything to do with the mechanism. This was the real moment of truth. Henry held his breath, reached out, and turned the handle. The pig took off smoothly on its pillar, onwards and upwards, unfolding cardboard wings. As it reached the end of the pillar, a hidden cog fell into place so that it stayed aloft, flapping. It would stay there until you turned the handle backwards. But Henry didn't turn the handle backwards. He kept the old pig up there, flapping, flapping. Pigs might fly. "Yes!" Henry exclaimed, punching the air. His mum was in the kitchen, sitting at the table, staring into a cup of coffee. She looked wretched. "Morning, Mum," Henry said cheerfully. He headed for the cornflakes cupboard. "Got it working," he said, as he shook cornflakes into his yellow bowl. He carried it back to the table and reached for the milk jug. His mother dragged her eyes out of the coffee cup and let them settle on him, large, liquid, and entirely vacant. "What?" she asked. "Got it working," Henry said again. "Flying pig, got it working. Never thought the machinery would hold up. Cardboard machinery, give me a break. But it's cool. I'll show it to you later if you like." "Oh, yes," his mum said, but in that dreamy, distant tone that made him wonder if she still didn't know what he was talking.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it. at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.